Welcome to Day One Patch, episode 44. What? You looking at me like something happened?
Oh no, just
Is your mic not working again?
is it? You tell me.
It's working, I think. Hopefully. Brother! A little bit of different format today. I'm going to do our introduction, and then we're going to hop into maybe one or two top stories here, and then we'll continue with the show. So I got Matt Lawrence. Lawrence, sorry. Lawrence. That's your new name now, Matt.
I got to quiet down.
Yeah. Matt Lawrence and Marty Isaacs.
You said that a little weird too.
Marty Isaacs.
Yeah. Hey, hello.
Hello, Marty. and me, Ryan Johnson. Hopefully I said that normal. Yeah, so we're going to get with some of the top stories here. PlayStation Now is probably the biggest thing. Just announced at CES. Do you guys know what it is?
It's the
Gaikai
service. Yes.
Yeah, so they're finally taking advantage of that. So we're going to have more on that later in the show. And also, we got some good sales figures for the next generation of consoles.
Good stuff.
That's good.
So yeah, we'll have that coming up shortly. But we're going to start off with what we're playing. So take it away, Matt. What are you playing this week?
Playing GTA like normal. I did, however, beat Dead Rising 3, which is the main thing, actually.
On your Xbox One.
On my Xbox One.
Getting some use out of it finally?
I thought you were playing that on your 360.
Dead Rising 3?
It's
only out on Xbox
sorry,
One.
sorry, I was confused. I was thinking something else. Sorry.
Oh, okay, but yeah.
I wasn't listening to you talk. Sorry.
So yeah, I beat that this week. Fantastic game. Really good ending for anyone who's a fan of the series and has played the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Really ties them all together. Brings in some old characters. I won't spoil anything, but brings in some old characters and shows some intentions. Kind of really twists the story. Kind of shows some really messed up intentions and stuff. So really good in that respect.
I don't think it's been getting that many great reviews. But you enjoyed it?
I don't understand why it wouldn't get any bad reviews. Like, I've really been enjoying it. I don't understand why the heck it would be getting.
I don't know. I think people are just disappointed by the lineup for the launch. They wanted some sort of holy grail of games.
Yeah, they're holding those games in high regard, like a reason to buy the console.
When in fact, this is actually one of the better console launches. You've never had a launch with Call of Duty or Battlefield or Assassin's Creed before, so.
Is that what makes a great launch, though?
No, but you have these big AAA franchises on the launch. Normally, you don't really see that.
That's
very
true.
Much. Now, from the first party titles, there's not the greatest selection, right?
That's true.
Well, I think we're getting past the days of AAA games. I don't think those are the biggest games in our industry anymore.
But the problem saying that is, then it's the indie games, and that's more or less a PC-dominated environment, at least for now.
That's true.
Which will probably change with the both Sony and Microsoft embracing the indie scene right now.
That's true.
But I have a few problems with indie games in general. Not that I don't mind like people playing them and stuff. That's fine, right? I don't care. I play indie games too. But there's just I don't want the big games to go away either. But are you actually saying that you think indie games are going to be selling 3 million copies like some of the AAA games we're seeing?
I just think that a lot of our attention and excitement's not going to be going towards our AAA titles as much. Are you excited for Watch Dogs anymore?
No, but that's just because it's been so long since they've been talking.
They're hyping them up too much. I feel like they do that for everyone.
And we could have been playing that at launch.
Yeah. But I will say that even though I hate it, I will be buying it launch day. Because it has that title on it.
I don't know. It's just I see an indie game trailer. It gets me excited, and that's the only trailer I see until the game comes out, pretty much. It's just
because they don't have any marketing teams, really.
I like that excitement more than waiting for something like Watch Dogs or the next AC. Or
see, because I like the quality, and that's arguable, but I like the quality of the AAA games.
Okay.
I like I guess the story in some of them. I mean, indie games really have that story component for them, right? But they're just lacking that overall general quality and large.
It's not
feel.
a big production.
Yeah, and it always feels like a smaller, compressed. And I don't know if it's ever going to get out of that unless they get signed on with a bigger company.
Then it's no longer indie, though.
Yeah, then it's no longer indie. But so
I think indie games are like they're not going to go away. I think they're a bit of a fad, like in terms of how much because since they're new, everyone's kind of looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like the thing where like they will always have a place now because they've established it. But it's just kind of like Some people are like, no, I'm only gonna play indie. You know what I mean? That'll go away soon.
And I think people are fatigued of these sequels that we were seeing in the AAA side of things.
For sure.
Indies is all fresh. It's all new stuff. So it's really exciting. Like you're right. You're more excited for the indie games because it's new and fresh. But that's why I think the things that the AAA games that people are most excited for are the new ones. You got The Division. You got Watch Dogs. You have Destiny.
The Order.
One trailer and like a few Game Informer articles, and it's like everyone's going crazy over it. So I think that's. I think we're just looking for something new, really.
Yeah.
Okay, Marty, what are you playing? I know what you play.
Yeah, I played Arkham Origins, 3rd in the series.
Yeah. Now I said I liked this game.
I liked it too, but I hated it. It's. It was Terminator 3 for me.
That's a fantastic way of putting it.
2 great movies. Second being just blow me out of the water, balls to the wall. I was floored. I loved Arkham City, and then I was excited for Arkham Origins too. And it kind of shook my faith in Batman a little.
It has all the pieces there, but someone didn't.
All the pieces they were given.
Someone didn't put it together properly.
Something's wrong with the cutscenes. It's just, I think the city's too big as well.
It's awkward how they did it. That bridge really pisses me off.
The bridge, it takes you at least 2 minutes to cross.
Yeah.
And it's laborious.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember in City, I walked on like every bit of area you could go. I walked in every street and every back alley on top of every rooftop. But I finished Arkham Origins without even seeing half the city.
Mm-hmm. There's
like towers you can unlock to get more of the map so you can use the Batwing to travel faster. I didn't even do those.
Yeah.
I didn't even go to that part of the city, and I beat the game.
And what's weird, though, is it's the same part of the city as Arkham City.
Yeah.
But it's a different layout, right?
There's some discrepancies.
Now, how did that happen?
I don't know. It's weird. It might just be me, but because I played a lot of City, and I knew exactly how long I could glide for going to a certain area or how much effort it will take, and it just felt different.
And then, like, the one thing they should have just absolutely left alone was the combat.
There's something broken about it.
The Arkham games are known for their combat. That's what made them so good, was the combat plus all the story and back content. But it was that combat that felt so good. And they changed it ever so slightly, even though I've seen multiple interviews of them saying, we left the combat alone for the most part.
There's a few things wrong with it. It's just... It's a cash grab, and I was fully aware that it was a cash grab through my entire playthrough. I felt like my hand was held through the entire thing, too. During the boss battles, which are kind of cool, but there's prompts on the entire screen telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Batman even says out loud, well, it's in his head, it's Batman's inner monologue, I need to hit Firefly with my glue grenade.
Yeah, that's right.
And it tells you exactly what to do throughout the boss battles. It just...
And what I found weird is the boss battles, they felt like boss battles. I felt like in the old Arkham games, they didn't really feel like boss battles. They were just, I gotta go take...
It's just a new enemy.
Yeah, I gotta go take out Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy. Yeah. This one, it was like, here, set up, fight this dude, never see him again. Never even talk about him. You know, it was just weird that way.
I don't know, it's just... It didn't all fit together. The Enigma stuff is horrible, too.
Yeah.
In the old games, they had the Riddler trophies everywhere. They even had the scanning, like, riddles. Mm-hmm. They didn't have that in this game. And all of these trophies are just lying around. They're not hidden. They're not... Like, some of them were just on the sidewalk.
You can unlock the locations of them all and just go find them yourself.
Yeah, I walked over, and there's just one on the sidewalk, and I just picked it up.
Yeah.
That's...
Well, it wasn't made by Rocksteady, so I mean...
No, there was no love in this game.
Now, hopefully Rocksteady is working on either another Batman game or some other awesome game that they are working on.
I will say the guy that did Batman was pretty good.
You did like him at the end.
It was a little rocky in some areas, but overall pretty good. Some big shoes to step into.
Well, plus I think it fits for their youthful Batman they're going for.
He's a little more angry and...
Yeah, not in control of everything, really. He's just kind of like, holy crap, these supervillains are... I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
Or not kill him. No, Batman doesn't kill him, but...
Troy Baker was good also.
Yeah. Although I miss Mark Hamill, though. He just has a tone quality.
It was perfect.
Yeah. Okay, and I've been playing... what have I been playing? Oh, I got a 2DS. Happy New Year, first of all.
Oh. New Year.
This is our first episode back. Hope you guys enjoyed your holiday season and had a good New Year's. But yeah, for Christmas, I received a 2DS. Yes,
Yeah.
a 2DS, not a 3DS.
Yeah, man.
It was on sale. And I bought Pokemon
Why?
Y.
You might have got Y.
I got the one with the bad legendary.
X.
Did you? You got the bird.
Yeah. So X. I got X then.
Wait.
No. Yeah, you got Y.
Y.
X is the deer.
X
yeah.
is the deer.
Okay, I got Pokemon Y. And then I recently just picked up Zelda Link Between Worlds.
Yep.
And so I've been playing those. And yeah, not bad. Sure is a
Those street passes, right?
street pass. I did not know how addictive that is.
You gotta love it.
I just want to run out into a big crowd with a bunch of people and just,
Every time I go to the mall, I get like a couple new street passes, and it just brightens up my day.
That's amazing. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Now Marty, let's hop into Apps with Marty.
Apps with Marty. I was introduced to this app over the holiday break. I was at a family dinner, and they were playing this app in the living room. Bunch of family members. It's called Heads Up. They told me Ellen DeGeneres has something to do with this app. I think she features it on her show.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I should have looked into it. But basically, the premise of the app is it's kind of like charades. It's kind of like a party game. You take your iPad, you select one of the categories, such as movies, TV, video games. There's a bunch of different cards you can get. And it displays a word on your iPad. You hold it towards the crowd, and they have to give you clues on what the word is. We played a bit of it earlier. It's surprisingly fun.
It's very good. I like it.
There's a couple different categories other than just giving clues about titles of movies or stars. There's a one called Act It Out, and you have to act out whatever situation they give you. There's a dancing one. There's one where you have to sing. There's accents and impressions. And then there's a bunch of different, they call them decks because they're filled with all these title cards. There's a bunch of different decks you can download for the cost of 99 cents each. And when I got this app, this marked the first time I did a microtransaction in an app. It felt bad, but it was during the holidays. It was with my family. We were all playing this, having a good time, so I didn't feel too horrible about it.
And did you not have iTunes credit that you got from Christmas?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of iTunes credits from Christmas, so it didn't feel too horrible buying these. The app is free, but all the good stuff you have to pay for, like the video game category is 99 cents. So is the superhero. So is the music one. You can also get hip hop. You can get the 70s. You can get the 80s. You can get a TV one. Locations. Bunch of different categories you can get. One of the fun things about it is when you're given a certain amount of time to do this, and while you're doing it, it's recording you with your forward-facing camera. So if you're doing the dancing one, you can, after the round's over, you can look at your video of your family members or friends all dancing like idiots, which is kind of fun. So I'd recommend this app. Hey, there's Ellen. Oh, what the hell? She'll teach you how to play. Maybe it's a video. Hey. Anyway, I recommend it. Heads Up on the iOS. It's free, but if you want the good stuff, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, so we were playing this before the podcast, and it was ridiculously fun.
Yep.
Highly enjoyable.
Imagine with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Apps with Marty. There we went.
Thank you, Marty. So yeah, let's hop into our first story of the week. This is a pretty interesting one. I think we've covered the portrayal of women in video games before.
Yeah, there was that big deal about it last year.
I don't remember what the story was.
But midway through, yeah.
Was it the GTA lady?
What?
The girl on the cover.
No, that was recent. That's pretty recent.
Oh.
I think it was Tomb Raider. I thought it was Tomb Raider.
It might have came up with all that Tomb Raider stuff.
I thought it was.
Okay. But anyway, this was a article of like a review of the Last of Us in the New York Times, I believe it was. And it said that games too often portray women as damsels in distress. And I guess they were saying that like Last of Us did not have a good female character in it.
They directly targeted Last of Us?
I think they did a review on it.
Well, if you will, Ellie for Last of Us isn't really in distress. She almost becomes like a partner.
Yeah.
If you will.
I always kind of saw them as Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Without her being as bad as Robin.
Yeah, she's cooler than Robin.
Yeah.
And I haven't played the game, but...
Yeah.
Like spoiler alert, I'm going to say something.
No,
right now.
no, I haven't played yet.
Okay, I'm not going to give away a story thing.
You're totally gonna...
No, I'm going to say something. No, seriously. There's one part
This is
where
a
the guy...
potential spoiler.
No, hold the phone here. The guy, your main character just gets injured. I'm not saying anything story, I swear. One guy gets injured, and then she comes in and steps up and really helps out so you live. That's it.
Well, you kind of gave it a spoiler.
That wasn't a spoiler alert.
That was
Hold the phone
totally
here.
a spoiler.
That was not a spoiler
You gave a
at all.
spoiler away.
Oh,
You
god
did.
damn it, man.
I don't see that as a spoiler.
I can't trust you
You totally
anymore.
gave us. I don't want to explain it further as to worsen the spoiler.
Not at all. That wasn't a spoiler. Come on.
That's another
If someone
strike.
told you that in a movie, a guy gets hurt and a girl helps, you're not gonna be like, all right.
That's one strike against you, man. Another strike. You probably have another strike somewhere else.
But anyway, here the user interface designer Alexandria, and I'm sorry if I can't pronounce the last name, Neonankis. Neonankis
Yeah.
says that we need to promote partnership and not continue the cycle of men versus women. And this is a quote from her. She's powerful the whole time, and it had nothing to do with wielding a gun or physical ability. In an industry that more often than not represents women as either a damsel in distress, or a male character in a female body, this was a triumph in storytelling and representation. She then added, Ellie is an entirely playable character. It was not by coincidence that the moments you play as her are the most impactful in the game. And I do agree with that part. That was like the best part in the game, right, Matt?
Yeah.
It was during the winter, and you take over as Ellie.
Isn't the DLC primarily based around her too?
It's just her and her friend.
Yeah.
2 female characters. So, and then the final quote from Neonankis. In our medium, the change needed in female characters is not about women being portrayed as stronger or more capable than men, but about being portrayed on equal terms. And so I'm totally in agreeing with her.
I'm confused by that.
What?
She says that she wants them to be equal, but yet, like, male. She says okay, I'm trying to get this kind of in my head, sir. So she's saying that she doesn't want things to be kind of like a male in a female's body. So that's like, quote unquote, like a strong person, like really like kind of butch. You know what I'm saying?
Tough girl.
The tough girl, if you will, like a tomboy, if you will.
Yeah.
So, and then she's saying, well, we want to be put on equal terms, but yet in society, generally, not always, it's usually like it's always assumed as guy is breadwinner, girl is like not as big of a breadwinner, if you will, in like a family home. That's how it's always seen.
Well, that's how it's used to be.
That's a little old school, yeah.
we're
yeah,
kind of
I understand that. Like, I'm not trying to put anyone in a place or anything, but I'm just saying, like, that's kind of how things are. And in addition, if you will, kind of she's mentioning partnerships, but at the same time, if there's all these statistics saying it's mostly guys playing, I don't want to play as a female always saving dudes.
Well,
I'm just gonna say that right now.
You wouldn't want to be Peach.
I don't want to be Peach saving
Bowser
Mario.
to get
Well,
Mario out of there.
see, that's a bit cartoony. That might be okay, but like I don't want to be saving these guys here.
And
no,
he's
but I
sick.
think like take Tomb Raider for example,
Right.
which portrays a strong female, but not in the hoorah kind of I've always been strong. They started off as weak, and she grows throughout the game.
Right.
You know, is that a spider? Oh, there's
That's
a spider in our
big
studio
fucking
here.
spider. I gotta kill it. Do your little show.
You're gonna okay. You're gonna. Oh no.
I wanted to murder that defenseless insect. Yes.
Okay, but well, just to continue on while Marty destroys the spider. Sorry if there's any spider lovers out there, but
The SPCA is going to get on our case.
Marty has a war. It's not dying. It's either dead or in shock.
All right. The Kleenex box has victimized the spider.
Well, I forgot what I was saying. Thank you, Marty.
You're talking. Okay, I have a question about this now. Is she agreeing or disagreeing with The Last of Us?
She's agreeing with The Last of Us that it portrayed a strong female character,
Right.
but they portrayed it properly and not just having Ellie be
Like hoorah. if you will.
defenseless, or on the opposite side of the scale, the far opposite side, her being just tough and I can take care of myself kind of deal. Because her relationship with Joel,
Right.
at the end of the game, they are on equal terms in terms of what they can do.
Right.
You know, because she takes care of herself at one point. She's completely just by herself and takes care of herself.
Right. Right.
So they're portrayed as equal figures, both in strength and like just how you view them. You don't view them as a different sex. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
They're neutral in that term.
But what I'm confused about is if there's games coming out that are doing this, why are we continually talking about it? Do you know what I mean?
No.
No, there's like games already stepping in the right direction, like Tomb Raider and like The Last of Us, for example. Like, why is this a big? Like, it still seems to be like a big thing. And I'm not going.
Yeah, because traditionally you have the Princess Peach stuck in a castle, can't do anything until the man Mario comes and saves her.
Yeah, but that's cartoony, right? Like, I mean, it's a bit. Like, there's always going to be stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't. I totally agree with this Neonankis person from a Naughty Dog. I totally agree with her that games need to be more equal, but still they should also have that storytelling liberty. If they want a damsel in distress, that's the game they want to make. Go ahead.
Yeah, do it. Like, I mean,
and then also create your games where maybe it's a guy in distress. It doesn't matter to me.
That's true.
I have no problems playing a female. You know.
Fair enough.
That's why Tomb Raider is one of my favorite series.
Yeah, Tomb Raider, the new one anyway, is really good.
I wanted to be a female in Pokemon because my guy doesn't look like a guy. He looks like a woman.
So why not just be the woman?
Why not just be the woman?
Who has better clothes.
Yeah.
So.
Get a nice dress or something?
That's all I'm saying. All right, let's move on. None of you guys play Metal Gear, but we'll have a Metal Gear Solid story here.
Metal Gear Revengeance?
No.
Damn.
But you guys can still comment on this. Metal Gear Solid 5, it has received the ESRB rating, sexual violence.
Oh, I heard about this.
Now, this is the second game in the history of games to receive this rating from ESRB. So the representative told GameSpot that Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, is the second game to get the sexual violence rating. And the first was some Animundi, Dark Alchemist.
Sure.
It was released on PC in 2006.
So, like, it's not... That's not the actual rating. It's probably rated M, and then it has, like, the...
I'm sorry. It's rated M, and then there's what made it rated M is
because of that.
Sexual violence, along with blood and gore, intense violence, and strong language.
Jesus.
I don't like those two words together.
Sexual violence?
Yeah.
Something bad's going to happen, right?
Yeah. It sounds like someone's going to be raped.
Is this regarding that sniper lady?
Quiet?
That's
what I'm betting on.
Because weren't they in a little bit of trouble previously? Because she's over-sexualized.
She's over-sexualized, and she's called Quiet, and I don't think she can talk. So she's clearly... That's the problem. She's just we're going from the Naughty Dog Last of Us story to this Quiet story.
Maybe it's Snake getting, like, sexually assaulted.
That's true.
Like that, like from that one chick in Metal Gear Solid 4.
How'd he lose his eye?
Well, that's explained in MGS3.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He gets shot out.
Okay, I was picturing something different in my head.
Good Lord. But I don't know what this means for anything, really. It's just, they had the rating there, so...
This is another one of those games I'm losing interest in.
Really?
Yeah.
I lost interest when David Hayter was not going to be the voice of Snake.
Isn't it, Jack Bauer now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think they're pulling a fast one on us.
You think so?
The game's gonna release and it's gonna be like, I'm Snake and it's David Hayter and we're all gonna be like, yeah, you know?
No, definitely not.
Really? How awesome would that be?
Why Kiefer Sutherland then?
I don't know. Just
hey Kiefer, you want to be in on a big joke of mine?
Did you watch the video of them explaining his choice though?
No.
It's like Hideo Kojima called up his film buddy in Hollywood, and he's like, I got the perfect guy for you, Kiefer Sutherland, something like that, something along those lines. Okay, let's move on to our next story. Have you guys been watching CES at all? The Consumer Electronics Show?
I watched the Michael Bay bit. That's about it.
I haven't watched the commentaries, but reading stuff.
Yeah.
So the big thing there, not only the 4K TVs,
which is
not only the 4K
everything.
cameras, not only the curved glass, not only the smartwatches.
Not only Michael Bay.
Not only Michael Bay, but they also had
I think.
steam machines. Matt, are you getting a steam machine?
No.
Can I hear you getting one steam machine?
I'm not getting a steam machine.
Marty, you want a steam machine.
I might.
So you wanted to buy a PC, remember?
Yeah.
Or a gaming laptop.
I want something to play.
Why not buy a steam machine?
Stop saying it.
I just love it because it sounds so stupid. So 14 Steam machines were revealed. So you got your pick of the litter there.
Now, this is dumb.
What?
There's 14 of them.
Yeah.
There's gonna be more.
Yep.
14's like the low end probably. Like there's gonna be like 30 of them.
Well,
what sets them all apart?
The thing is, they're all PCs essentially.
They're all
Why
PCs.
do I want a Steam machine?
They're all PCs you can run Windows on and use as a PC, but they're Steam machines.
Why do I want it?
Because it's literally for people who have no idea what. I'm just gonna say it. They don't know what they're doing with tech, so it's like here's a Steam machine that will play Steam high-end games, and I guarantee you they're gonna come out with something where it's gonna be like. It will run Steam level. Like they haven't actually done this, and there's no talk of this. So just to confirm, but they may have like a Steam like requirements level, and it may say,
"Oh, your Steam machine's level 2, but this is a level 5 game."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just to make it easy. I wouldn't be surprised.
That makes it easy, but also frustrating for the consumer. I purchased this Steam machine expecting to play the games on Steam. This is a Steam machine, after all.
Correct.
Why can't it machine my Steam games?
Because it's a PC. Like now, herein lies the problem.
But I mean, if it's marketed towards people who don't know much about PCs, they're going to be confused by all this. Like, I have 14 to choose from. What's the difference between all these 14 consoles?
But at least now we have Steam. Like it might literally say on the box, Steam Level 2 will play up to Steam Level 2 games, so people can't get angry. Whereas with the PC, it's like, do you want like a 7970 or 7950 or 7990 with this type of processor, this type of motherboard? But this one's kind of slow, but that one's all right. But this one's all right. But this one breaks down a lot. Like
this causes another problem because if you buy a moderate PC, how long can you run new games? I went
overkill and estimated by my friend because he's like really into parts and stuff like that. He said up to 7 years
on a moderate PC.
On my PC, yes.
No, but like an average, because these Steam machines are not
on an average
hoorah machines.
If you buy a PC, okay, so right now, if I buy a PC that will play something on Ultra, like say a high end game, play it on Ultra today, and it hits close to its maximums.
Yeah.
Next year you will be on high. The year after you will be on medium, and then you'll be on low.
See, that's the problem with these Steam machines.
Or medium. Now this is assuming you're playing high-end games. Like I mean, my old Gateway from like 4 or 5 years ago can still play like SimCity, but it's on low, but it's still play it because graphics technology is kind of planed off. It's not like way back in the day where it's like I bought a graphics card in January and then by March I was screwed. Like, it's not like that anymore. So some people don't care. Some people just let the game choose its auto settings and just play. They don't care.
I think that this could also be good though if the Steam machine thing really catches on and a lot of people buy the Steam machines. You could then have the developers make games that are tailored to those Steam machines, just like a console game is made for a PS4 or for an Xbox One.
But not for 30 Steam machines or 14 even.
No, but they can choose like verified for the Alienware Steam machine.
Yeah, who's making all these?
Just
whoever wants to make one.
Whoever wants to make one, yeah.
Now this I think uncovers a problem. Didn't we see this problem back in the day, at least with Android, where we were having different hardware, and then Android.
That's right.
It's kind of planed out now, but I mean back when it was new, there was a little bit of that problem. Where it was like this one will run on this and that, not
it's
this.
It's planed out now because you upgrade your phone like every 2 years.
Yeah, there you
so
go.
everyone upgrade their phones. They can now play their best Angry Birds, their latest and greatest Angry Birds. But you're not going to upgrade your Steam machine every 2 years. That's ludicrous.
The stupid thing about the Steam machine is anyone who wants, or at least in my experience, anyone who wants Steam has Steam, and to have Steam you have to have a PC.
Yeah.
Anyone who really wants to play games, they're not going to go like, I really want something to play on Steam, or I really want to play on PC, so I'm going to go buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
No one, you know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. So like some people are making a conscious choice of like, what do you want to buy?
Mm-hmm.
The Steam is trying to take over the living room space, if you will, or at least they kind of inject themselves. But at the same time, it's kind of like I like my PC separate, and I think a lot of other people do too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And these Steam machines would be presumably running the Steam OS.
Yes, which
you can run Windows, but the Steam OS is a Linux-based OS.
Yeah, it's a distribution. Yep.
Completely run by Valve. So,
what are these being marketed as? As if there's 14 different ones, are they calling them all Steam machines?
They're Steam machines.
It'd be Alienware's Steam machine.
No, they have their own individual names, but it's just what we call a PC made for Steam.
Yeah.
It's not an official title.
No, I don't think any of them.
It's not going to say that on the box when I go and buy it at the store.
I don't think any of them have put Steam Machine on their title.
Well, no, they said because Steam sells software now too. They don't just sell games.
Okay.
So they said like some of them will be like more media, some will be like for software, some will be for games, some will be this, some will be that.
So when I buy this thing, do I have to like take it home and download the iOS, the Steam iOS?
I don't know that yet.
Now, I'm gonna say this right now is ultimately right now if you don't know what you're doing and you want to buy a computer, you go to the store, you talk to the salesman, you're like, what computer do I buy? He normally will ask what you need to do with it, blah blah blah. Takes you to 2-3 computers, say this will do it okay, this will do it well, this will do it forever, or like a long time, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you buy one. That's it. Now I realize with the Steam, maybe they'll do something easy like this is a low end, high end, whatever. Like they'll maybe make a number system or whatever the heck they're gonna do if they do it, if they make something like that. Now my problem is people, including myself, if I didn't know, I would still go to the salesman and ask the same question. So now it's kind of redundant. I would, even though it says this will play this, I will still go to the salesman because I want a second opinion and be like, I want to do this. I've read this on the box. Should I do this? Now I realize lots of salesmen aren't that great, but even still, like kind of like that extra, like what he has to say because he might be good. You don't know. So my thing is like it might be better, in my opinion, is to buy a PC and then just load SteamOS on it.
Like just build your own, I guess, or just like buy.
Like I could put SteamOS on my computer.
Yeah.
Like I don't physically see the point of a Steam machine.
It's.
I think. Well, go ahead, Marty.
There's nothing that's bringing in a new audience, if that makes any sense.
Well, I think it does. I mean, like,
do casual players know about this though?
No, but that's when advertising comes in and marketing. And when you go to the guy at Best Buy or whatever, you say, "I'm looking for a PC to play games." He can say, "We have these dedicated Steam machines specifically for playing games," and he can be like, "Okay, sign me up. Throw it in the cart."
Yeah, but then we also have another time of the thing. It's like this computer plays games really well, but if you need to do some homework, if you need to do some banking, if you need to do some over and over and over, or I don't know if they don't come with Windows. I think they only come with SteamOS. I don't know.
I think Windows is extra.
But like again, there you go. It's like why don't I just run it on top of Windows? Plus, we keep getting told. I think Pringles with the Steam machines. If you correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, oh, you can stream your games from your PC. If it's not compatible with this, you can just stream it. Oh, on SteamOS, right? Mm-hmm. You can stream them. I'm like, well, why the hell would I buy a Steam box? Do I have a Steam machine, a computer that also plays Steam, and then I stream through my network to my TV, or I buy a $10 cable and hook it to my TV?
Well, if you don't want a cable running through your house, to your living room,
Miracast, wireless, like
it does seem like there's other options, but they're just trying to simplify it for the
easy. I suppose. I don't think they're gonna sell.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's really just the start. You know?
Yeah, it's true. They could take off. You don't know.
Yeah. But what do you guys think about that controller, though? Remember that controller?
Oh, with the circles, big old circles.
Yeah. When I first looked at it, I'm like, that thing's backwards, right? That's.
I thought that thing's looking at me.
Yeah.
Big old eyeballs on it.
It doesn't have analog sticks. It has like touch screen pads, touch pads.
It's supposed to be closer to like a mouse.
Yeah, but kind of weird.
I did read a AMA on Reddit with the developer of Super Meat Boy, and he was playing it. He was using that controller to play Super Meat Boy, and he says it works fine.
Yeah. I'm just wondering because there's no tactile resistance.
It's a little
on a
odd.
touchpad. The worst thing about an iPad is using those virtual joysticks. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes too. Let's move on to our next story here. Would you pay $100 for an iPhone gamepad?
No.
Gamepad, like something that turns it into a controller?
A controller for your iPad.
They're calling it a gamepad? That's isn't that Nintendo's thing?
Yeah, but it's just really just like a wireless, I guess, Bluetooth controller made for iOS 7.
$100?
Yeah.
I'd pay like nothing to use my PS3 controller. I'd rather do that.
Damn. Wait, can you do that?
I can.
Jeez, I can.
You can if you jailbreak.
Damn it.
But peripheral maker SteelSeries, they've revealed their Stratus wireless controller and is made for iOS devices, and it can also work with your Apple TV.
Like Trish Stratus?
My problem with this is they need a big game that uses it.
That's true. Like one of the games that have been ported or something, one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, like I want to see Call of Duty.
GTA.
That's true. Let's take that. GTA 5. I want to see GTA 5 on my iPad.
Oh, well, GTA 5.
Yeah, I want
On
to see.
your
I want.
iPad, it won't be able to do it.
Hang on. Let me just explain it.
Okay, good.
I want to
Tear 'em
see
down.
GTA 5 on my iPad, and I'm using this wireless controller.
What about San Andreas that just came out?
Sure.
you go.
Okay. If you want to downgrade it to something more
It
reasonable.
just came out on iOS.
San Andreas, brand new. I want to get my gamepad out and just play on my iPad while I'm like just sitting on the couch or something.
I think you can do that. You can do that.
That's what they need, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
These actual console games that have now made it to the iPad
Yeah.
need to have that controller support, I think.
Now, I have a Bluetooth controller that I use on my other Android tablets, and it was $40.
How well does that work?
The controller is like, I mean, it's not like an Xbox One controller or something like that. It's not the greatest controller in the world, but I mean, it works perfectly fine.
And do you have apps that use it?
It's just native Android. Like, it just seems to work. Like, I've tried it on 3 or 4 different games, like even like obscure games, and it seems to work.
That's weird.
Just like a regular controller.
But yeah, if they really want this to work, I think they just need a
Why $100?
I don't know.
Like that was my point of the $40. Like, why is it $100?
I don't know, but I think it would be so cool if you could just have your iPhone, and you can just go wherever you want with your iPhone, and just like mirror it to your Apple TV, and then you're playing the console quality game right there.
The problem with
That's
things,
what I want.
The problem with things like these is that it just falls through the cracks and it gets unnoticed. There only needs to be one of these too, or else it just becomes overpopulated with a bunch of these controllers and no one uses them.
Mm-hmm. I think the people making these controllers need to make games for them as well.
Really push them to
or
developers.
get deals with some of the publishers, whatever you can do.
Throw in some free downloads when you buy the game or the controller.
Yeah. Okay, this is a pretty big story. China temporarily lifts its ban on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Wii U.
Why temporarily?
It's China. Who knows what they're thinking?
So you're allowed to buy it, and then if they ban it again, do you have to give it back?
I don't know how that works. Maybe.
Busting through your door and looking for your PS4.
Like, they have trackers in them all?
No.
They blow up.
They just explode.
Yeah. The ban has been in effect for 14 years.
That sales just go...
Stocks went up of several companies. I think like Ubisoft stock went up. I think Nintendo stock went up because of the ban lift. So I wonder how this will affect the Chinese people. I did not know that they were so console deprived.
Yeah,
14-year ban, too?
Yeah.
Why are they banned?
I don't know why.
Just because they can. Probably.
All right, well, I hope they enjoy their PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
They missed the year of Luigi.
I think everyone's pretty glad that's over.
I'm pretty sure it's still happening. Year 2.
I'm concerned that Wii U sales are going to go up now.
You're concerned?
I'm concerned. I don't want that to go up.
Did any word on how their Christmas went, Nintendo?
I don't know. Haven't heard from them yet. I don't think they like releasing their numbers.
Never to be heard of again.
They mumbled them.
Okay, this next story, Matt, you're the only one who can comment on this.
What's up?
How's your experience with Xbox One's, like the social, I guess, connectivity?
Okay, so
let's start with parties. Can you join a party easily?
yes. Now I'm going to explain my personal experience with a party because I've only done it once. So you join a party. So you go into. I was at my desktop. At my home menu. Go to my friend's app. Go to Nathan and one of our friends, and I invite him to a party. It then snaps the party to the right side. I can get rid of that, of course. Snaps to the right side, and then it doesn't actually start a party chat. So it's not the same as Xbox 360. I had to go in there and enable party chat. Now, I don't know whether he had to do that as well. He told me that he did, but we had a bit of problems, so like there may have been some confusion there.
Okay.
So I think he had to enable it as well, and then now that allows party chat. And the party, so it's easy to join. Like you click it, and like when I send her an invite, he just uses the notification app and joins. It's no big deal. So that's easy. That's fine. And then you join a game. So like we were playing Forza, and I'm sitting at the menu, and it automatically sends me an update, or so automatically sends me an invite, and I just join because he's in an open game. He's in a party in Forza, so it automatically sends me an invite. So that was fine. Voice quality is fine. Seems to be okay. A little bit on the low side, but that could have just been him not talking real loud. But for that type of social stuff, I think it's okay.
Okay. Because I guess there has been complaints. The chief product officer, Mark Whitten, he has said that he has plans for an update that will address some of these issues. This is a quote from him. The feedback we've gotten is pretty valid. Some of the social stuff is hidden or harder to use than it was on 360, Xbox 360. So you're going to see us come out with an update where we're going to fix those things.
Well, that thing about enabling the chat, yes. I was yelling into my mic saying hello for about 10 minutes.
That's so weird that they would make anything more difficult than the 360. Like, do they not sit down and use their products before they release them?
Yeah, but it's kind of the thing where if I make something,
it makes sense to you.
It makes sense to me. Plus, I'm making it, and I keep testing it. Like, even the little parts, like, it's not even quite done yet. And I'm like, is that button lighting up when I put my mouse over it? Is it blah, blah, blah? You know, like, whatever. So, like, I keep testing it over and over. Then, by, like, a year, I'm finished, and I do that final test. I've already done that test so many times, those other little ones, that I'm just like, click, click, click. Oh, done. Perfect. People know how to do this. Close.
Yeah.
Ship it. You know what I mean?
But they should give it to someone.
They should give it to somebody, yeah.
Use this. Tell us how you feel.
But they can't trust people.
I suppose.
But I mean, ultimately, like I don't think people can complain too much. Like, I mean, it's working. There's, you know, how many products get released and it's like, don't worry, guys, it's not going to work for 6 months. Just buy it, it'll be okay.
SimCity.
SimCity.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully that update does fix a lot of those issues, and if you're experiencing any of those issues, we hope that they clear that up for you. So also at CES, Sony had their big conference, and they had like 2 conferences, I think. One was like for like their TV products and 4K products. The other one was kind of more focused on the games a bit. Not the games, but the console, the PS4. And during that conference, they said that 9.7 million PS4 games were sold, and 4.2 million PS4 units have been sold over a 6-week period.
Not bad at all.
That's pretty good. And I think those games per console works out to about 2.3 games per person.
And people still are unable to get their hands on it, and they're flying off shelves.
I've been to stores. Xbox One's sitting right there. I don't know whether they made.
Really?
I don't know whether they made more, or the demand is lower. I don't know.
Are those empty boxes? I've seen them a couple times.
No, they were consoles.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like they stacked like the empty boxes. Xbox also released their numbers. It was 3 million units over a 5.5 week period. Now, there's some discrepancy because they launched in different territories, and PS4 is in like 40 countries, and Xbox is only in like 13, something like that. But all that aside, this is good for gaming in general. You know?
Good numbers.
Yeah. So I'm proud of both of them. I hope they're doing good. And PS Plus subscriptions up 90%.
Now, it's mandatory now, right?
Not mandatory.
If you want to play online.
If you want to play online.
It's worth it already, though. I've already got my money's worth.
So does that mean that's a pretty damn high number?
90%?
So I'm just gonna attribute that to mandatory, and not a lot of people had it before.
But think about it. It was $60 for a year, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We've already gotten
Don't Starve.
$15
freaking new.
$15 game, I think.
Yeah.
15. Yep.
So there you go. Free $15 game.
Wasn't Infinite last month too?
That's for PS3 though.
Oh.
This is like if you bought a PS4, got your new subscription. What was the other game? The kind of film noir, kind of old timey. Contrast. I think that's like $15 too. I think.
I'm not sure how much it was, but I know what you're talking.
Didn't that replace Drive Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's $30 of your PlayStation subscription already paid for.
Plus, there's stuff on Vita.
There's stuff on Vita.
There's also continually. There's also stuff on PS3, and more than likely you're gonna probably have that. Like you're gonna have all those consoles. Maybe not Vita, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and if you're going by a month per month basis, you've already made you've gotten a free game, and so you're in the black, as they say. I think.
Discounts on everything.
Discounts on some stuff. So it's all good.
I actually have a friend, Kyle. He actually doesn't own very many, at least, PS3 games. He bought the console, did PlayStation Plus, and that's all he plays.
The Instant Game Collection.
Yeah, like that's all he does. And he said like he was going to go out and buy some stuff. Like he probably has a few, but he said like there's no point. Every month he comes out, there's a couple games, and maybe at least one of them he said usually is enough for him to play, and he jumps on and plays that.
Yeah, that's great. The one thing the Xbox Live Games with Gold has is you keep the games forever. That's
well, you
nice.
do on PS Plus though,
as long as you subscribe.
I think that's fair. I truly think that's fair.
It's a better business model for Sony, but I
think it's fair because of how valuable the games are when they're released.
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed 1, come on, guys. Like
Halo 3, the worst Halo.
Like no one wants any of that crap.
I tried Halo 3 for the first time.
is real bad. I
What a
don't like
giant pile of poop.
It's real bad.
Reach is where it's at, man.
I like
Reach was
Reach.
good. I liked Reach.
Yeah.
Well, they did release Sleeping Dogs in their defense.
Okay, and the last story, the biggest news, I think, in my opinion.
The last story?
What? Yeah.
No, just.
No, I think this is good.
No, I'm just saying. Last story is our biggest.
Best for last, man. What are you doing?
I'm just
No.
going to continue with my
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Just do what you gotta do, man.
Sony's cloud streaming plans. This was with the Gaikai acquisition. They have now renamed it called PlayStation Now. First off, what do you guys think of the name? Good, bad?
A little '90s sounding.
Okay.
I think it's misleading.
Why?
I don't. It doesn't. It sounds to me like PlayStation Home for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, well, let me describe to our listeners what it is. Basically, if you follow the podcast, we've covered this kind of Gaikai stuff a lot, the OnLive stuff a lot. It's streaming games to your console. So the games are processed in some server somewhere else, and you just get the feed at your house, and you're playing some games. So it's called PlayStation Now, which I think is a good name because you're playing PlayStation games now. You're streaming it.
You're always doing that, though.
No, but it's now. It's here. It's coming to my console
It's
now.
always here.
Anyway.
It's over there. It's right there.
Yeah. So it'll be able to stream different old games from PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. So this kind of fixes their backwards compatibility, which is not there on the PS4. Now,
Okay.
if you thought that wasn't good enough, if you thought,
But wait, there's more.
if you thought, oh sure, I can stream games to my PS3 and my PS4 and my Vita, that's okay. That's old news. You can also stream it to your Bravia television or to your tablet or smartphone.
Now, what tablets and what smartphones are included with this?
And
Obviously, the Sony tablets, because
Of course.
everyone owns those.
All the Xperia phones.
The Xperia phones.
oh my god.
Well, the Xperia Ultra Z is not a phone. It's a freaking tablet. I tried to physically fit it in my pocket. It did not fit. Let's move on.
You big Hagrid pockets.
Don't quote me on this, but I believe iOS as well. You can
Probably
be
Android.
playing-
I'm willing to guess.
Probably Android.
Oh,
yeah.
because Xperia, I guess, on the tablets.
Yeah.
So you're saying I could stream this to my iPad?
Yeah.
And play
There's
with,
your gamepad.
You could
play
play-
with my PS3 controller?
Holy shit.
You could play The Last of Us on your iPad with a PS3 controller.
Oh.
Isn't that see?
Ooh.
Isn't that amazing?
Now, what is the extent of this? Could I have 4 iPads,
Jesus.
4 controllers, and play
Don't be
PlayStation All-Stars?
don't be in the same house. No.
No.
You'll destroy your. You need 5 megabits per second for one feed. So I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm fucked.
I don't know if.
Oh, Jesus.
That's my full internet. I'm done. All right. Can we move on now?
Okay.
I'm screwed.
And so they actually had this on demo at CES. Some of the games they had was The Last of Us, Beyond Two Souls, God of War, Ascension, and what was the last one? Can't remember the last one.
Was it an old game? Infamous.
I think they were all PS3 games. Anyway, they had them on there. I think little to no latency. Obviously, there can be some, but so little latency.
Yeah.
Graphics were toned down a bit. It only broadcasts in 720, no 1080. Can't do that. But I think I'm super excited for this, and I think no one knows whether it will be included with your PlayStation Plus subscription, or if it's an entirely new subscription.
It'd be cool if
Oh,
it was
geez.
like it would give you like a game a month or something.
Yeah, maybe, but you can also rent on individual games as well.
PlayStation Plus.
So, like, if I really want to play, name an old game for me. What do we got?
Twisted Metal 2.
Twisted Metal 2. If I want to play Twisted Metal 2 on my iPad or my PS3 or something like that, you could like rent it for a couple days or whatever. There
Now,
you go.
is it an exact copy of the game, or is it different? Because like I don't think split screen's gonna work on his iPad, for example. Like that's a disaster.
It would
Yeah.
just be small.
I don't know how that would work,
So like,
but I do know there will be trophies. Have trophy support,
right? Okay.
so that's
For
kind of cool.
every game? Is this
Well,
every single...
no, any PS3 game that has trophies.
Okay.
Majority of them. I mean, some of the old ones that I have don't.
I think it's the very first few years of PlayStation, no trophies,
Yeah.
but so the beta is starting now. So I think
Now, what is the extent of the games they're going to have?
end of January. Sorry.
What type of games are they gonna have? Like just the games that are available on their store now?
They've said at E3 I think it was that they could have their entire library.
Could. Will they?
Like it's physically possible for them to have their entire.
They won't though.
PS1, PS2, and PS3 library, all up in the cloud.
Jesus, that's pretty easy though. Like I mean, it's just a big bunch of data.
Yeah, it's a big bunch of data.
I'm kidding, of course. It's not that easy. I'm just.
Well, it would be. I mean, for a company like Sony, you know.
I suppose. Yeah.
Like how many games came out on each console? Not like we're not in the millions of games, you know. So
yeah.
So yeah, that'd be pretty easy. But will they? I don't know.
They basically see this is my problem here. Is if you are a person that likes using emulators on your PCs, you know that games don't run perfectly. Now I realize this is Sony, and these are Sony. Not all Sony games, but they all run on their consoles. I'm only like. You're not running them on a PS3. You're not running them on a PS2, blah, blah, blah. So, will they be perfectly emulated is my concern.
Let's say that again. Sorry.
So, so say for example, you use a PS2 emulator, which I believe is illegal. But say for example, you use a PS2 emulator, and I'm not promoting it.
I am.
I don't use that crap. I just buy the consoles. So anyway, so say you do, and you run a game. I know for a fact that people always complain that they can't run things properly because they don't have the hardware. They have different hardware. So my problem is, since they're on like a server somewhere and they're streaming it, like I was saying before, will the game be exactly the same? Will there be problems because they're essentially, in my opinion, would be emulating it.
But they're Sony.
I realize they're Sony.
They would know how to craft a computer to run their games.
But I don't know if you can perfectly mimic hardware in software. They are probably masters of their craft, but I'm just saying. Hardware is significantly faster than software, as we know.
Yeah.
But they are last-gen games. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
That's why I don't think it's going to be a very large library.
Yeah, I think it's going to grow slowly because they have to like, does this work? Does this work? Does this work?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they're going to modify stuff. Like, you don't know, right?
Yeah, and they're not going to put up crappy games that sold like 2 copies.
No.
It's just a waste of everything.
That's true. That's true.
But if it's part of your PlayStation Plus subscription, holy crap. You know?
You think they'll do that?
No, but holy crap. Would that be
PlayStation Plus. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, maybe not even
Platinum.
Well, you wanted to play a subscription if like there's rentals. It'll just be like download this app and buy these games. I wouldn't be surprised if like, because I think normally, like say on PS3 every month you get 2 games, right? Maybe they'll start doing here's a PS3 game and then one PlayStation Now game, for example.
Well, it says they paid $380 million for this thing.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to charge us for it.
But $380 million ultimately for how many consoles they're selling, and how much they're making off these services, and keeping loyalty.
I think it'll be another subscription. I think you're right. They paid
really?
a lot of money for that.
Another full subscription just to access it?
Yeah, maybe not another $60, but maybe like.
Wouldn't you think it's just
maybe it'd be like a Netflix model, $10 a year, or
a month. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a game marketplace. So you like buy a game.
No, you don't. You don't buy the games. You never buy the games. It's either you subscribe so you can access all games at all times, like Netflix, or you can rent individual games. Rent, not buy.
Oh, holy crap! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood that. Jesus.
So it'd probably be a subscription. I would probably bet like $10, $15 a month.
Well, I mean, if you're in old games, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in old games, though, you have them still. Like we were playing the Warriors at your house.
From the original disc.
Yeah.
Well, it's for the newer kids.
All these
youngins.
subscriptions are adding up.
I know it's bad.
You got Gold, you got PlayStation Plus, you got Netflix, you got
Yeah,
whatever MMO you're playing.
The internet service you're paying for.
Yeah.
Most people will have like Netflix, and then their kid will have like Xbox. That's the end, right?
Okay, well that's it. You got a few minutes, Marty. Let's go over some of the release dates of what you describe as the best games coming out in the future.
It's my discretion.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance coming to PC.
Come on, that day's already passed.
It's tomorrow.
No, it's the 9th.
What's today?
Today's the
Don't
10th?
give away what day it is. Jesus. The Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. I saw a commercial for that.
I am buying that. Yes.
January 28th.
Just for the box art.
Fair enough. I love that game. I'm not buying it again.
I think we're all used to a slow January, though, when it comes to video games. So there's not a whole lot happening there.
There wasn't really a whole lot happening in November and stuff other than the consoles, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why everybody got all these consoles. There's nothing to play. Unless you got PlayStation Plus. Then again, there's nothing new there. Coming in February, looks like we got Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Which
Mildly excited?
I was blown away at E3. I was like, yes, this is a game I want to play, actually.
I love the Battlefield spin they put on it.
The logo thing?
Everything.
Oh, yeah,
The whole trailer was kind of Battlefield-esque.
The new Donkey Kong coming in February, so you Wii U owners are getting some games there.
What's the Grumpy? What's
Grumpy Kong?
No, what's his name?
Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong.
Yeah. Rayman Legends coming to next gen.
It's a bit old news.
Bit old, yeah. The latest addition to the Professor Layton series coming out in February 28th. You're a DS owner now. You could be jumping into that series.
Probably won't.
No, you won't.
Not big on the puzzles.
So there's not a whole lot coming out in the next couple months, but March time we get South Park: The Stick of Truth, which we could have been playing right now.
Probably gonna be delayed again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Having watched the trailer though, I realized there's a lot of VO the two guys have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do every character, and it's gonna be like a long ass game. Also in March, Infamous Second Son is being released.
Super excited for that.
I have a problem with douchey protagonists, and that guy just reads douche to me.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I can't really get into Uncharted as much.
Oh.
I think Drake's a douche. If he stayed at home, nothing bad would happen. Same with Indiana Jones. Just stay home, Indy.
No, that's what they do.
No. Just let the bad guys win.
They don't care if they die. They're out there to go find the treasure, man.
No, it's fuck treasure.
This should be in a museum.
Yeah. None of that stuff ever goes to a museum.
He works at a school.
What's he teach?
He works with the museum, doesn't he?
Where's he getting all this time off?
It's freaking Indiana Jones.
It's the summertime, maybe.
It's a university. Like, the university's probably telling him to go get this stuff.
Yeah, remember the guy comes in from the university and tells him, Indy, you gotta go get this thing.
I don't like Indiana Jones.
You don't like it at all?
I like it. It's just... It's okay. I like his hat.
Anyway, continue. Indiana Jones hater?
I'm not a hater. I just don't like him. Titanfall. Y'all ready for this?
When's that?
March 11th.
Okay, damn, I thought it was going to be next month. The PS4 is still going to be off.
See, yeah. That's,
Well, it's an Xbox One.
Yeah, it's Xbox One.
Well, never mind then.
It's still going to be off.
Yeah, it's still going to be freaking off.
Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes.
The prologue?
Yeah.
Is it?
April, Elder Scrolls Online.
I'm out.
This is a pretty slow beginning to 2014.
Why did you guys buy next-gen consoles?
I bought it for Dead Rising.
I was wiped up in the
100%.
excitement. I was all...
Watch Dogs killed it.
Oh, Watch Dogs. Got Watch Dogs coming up. All right.
That's not on my list.
There's our show.
It's not on anyone's list.
Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe on all medias.
Yeah.
And a new one.
We're on the Pinterest, and the Vines, and the,
Oh, yeah. I am
the Dig.
pleased to announce, very happy to announce, after long, hard work, thank you, Matt, for all your hard work over there.
No problem.
We finally got up on iTunes. So you can now be listening to Day One Patch in your pocket.
It looks great, too.
You like it?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
It took me a while to subscribe.
Yeah, you might notice a few issues. We're not sure what's causing those.
Well, we haven't. We've submitted to Apple,
Mm-hmm.
and we're supposed to receive an approval email. We're on iTunes now, but it's not been approved.
You can download episodes.
So I'm willing to guess they're looking and seeing that we're uploading episodes a lot because we have 40 something. So we only have 3 up there now because we were leaving it thinking they were trying to approve.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I think they're maybe waiting for us to get up to date with our uploads. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know what they're doing.
I'm not having any problems though. I mean, on my app.
You downloaded them fine?
Downloading the same speed as everyone else. I'm streaming them fine. I don't know.
See, because my downloads don't work. I hit like download the episode.
Yeah.
And nothing moves. My little download indicator does not move. And like I'll put the phone away for a bit, and I'll come back and it's downloaded.
Yeah, mine's always done that for everything. So I always thought it was normal. It's always done.
So if that's happening to you, just give it a bit. Maybe give it a bit. It should download. We'll try to figure out what that problem is.
I think they're just still approving it, to be honest.
Still early days.
Could be the approval. Could be that we're going through a secondary site, like a third party.
It's possible. Well, I mean, everyone has to. Like, ultimately, that could be us.
The big places would host right from their website and their own stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what it is. We'll try to make it the best we can.
But we're slowly uploading our old ones, and we'll upload our new ones as they come as well.
And you can stream them right off the app. It works fine.
Yep.
So yeah, enjoy. Please subscribe to us on iTunes because that'd be great. It's where we want to be. #1 podcast provider. So
there you go.
Thank you. And Marty, will this episode have a theme song?
This episode?
Will this episode have a theme song?
Oh yeah, I did up some sketches for theme songs, I guess.
So this episode will have one?
Yeah, sure.
We can use the demo ones you got?
Yeah, throw a demo on there.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed.
First one we listened to.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed the theme song at the beginning of the show today. So, also remember to like and subscribe on the YouTube. Share with your friends. Share with your enemies. Share with your mom and dad. Get this
Share
out there.
with us.
Share with your brothers.
Share with us. Yeah. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.